Hello, everybody. I hope you've all been happy, healthy, and well, guys. This is what I want to hear. Happy April to all of you. It's been a little while, about a hot minute since I uploaded. So I felt guided today. Well, first of all, I felt guided to change the table. It was time. I had kind of milked winter and all that for long enough. I think it's my favorite time of the year, fall and winter. But it is definitely springtime here where I am, and it just felt like it was time. And I got some comments too. It was so funny. It made me laugh. But yeah, no, it was time to change it up and invite spring in, with the Easter eggs and the bunny, all the fun stuff. But anywho, let's get started here with your reading. Now, today I felt guided to do a singles reading. For those of you who are looking, maybe you're in a, I like to say maybe like a situationship, like maybe you're not committed, but like you're dating and you're looking for that right, person. So, however this resonates with you, let's get started because I feel energy right away. So as I was kind of getting into the energy, kind of feeling things, so I shuffled the deck and three kings came out right away. So we have the King of Pentacles, King of Swords, and the King of Wands. What came out on the bottom of the deck here was Three of Wands. Now, there's an energy that I feel here right off the bat. I feel like maybe a lot of you have been pondering. I feel like I'm maybe dating, maybe you're dating, maybe you're not, maybe you're involved with people, maybe you're not. I'm getting more like an energy of maybe not committed, but looking, but there's a highly inquisitive energy. It's almost like, can I trust you? Who are you? Maybe a lot of you have been feeling too, there have been perspectives. But, I feel an energy with these three kings in particular, the Wands, Pentacles, and Swords. It's almost like an energy of, okay, maybe you've been dealing with a few people or you've interacted with, it feels like, okay, let's say here's somebody who's, let's say, financially stable. But I don't know, there's just something about them. I don't know, whether it's a guy or a girl, it doesn't matter, right? I'm just going to use, he, because it's a king, but gender doesn't matter. Maybe they're a little, they got the money, they got a job, they got that, but there's just something missing, there's something missing. This one. Now there's a guy or a girl, right, that's, they seem to, got it together, they're pretty organized, they're pretty direct, but I don't know what it is. There's just, I'm not feeling it. Then the King of Wands. This is like an energy, wow, they're sexy. They're, into me, and, I feel like kind of attractive, be it like popular. And when I say popular, I mean like in their field, maybe like successful, money-wise, or, in their job or business. But there's like, this feels to me like almost kind of sexy, they're into me, or they're, passionate person. But I don't know what it is. It feels like they're into other things other than me, or they're, I don't know, like too focused on the material, on what they want, on this and that. It's almost like an energy of they're not enjoying their life. Because what I find interesting is the only king that's missing here is the King of Cups. And this makes me feel like, again, the money, the logic, and maybe like the desire, the ambition. But what's missing is the cup. And what it feels like is, to put it into English, it feels like you've kind of been dealing with maybe different guys or girls, and it just seems like they don't cut it for you. It's kind of like you may have experienced them, and it's just like, oh, you know what? I'm kind of better off single right now because I'm like, I feel like this, like I'm kind of feeling myself in a way. Like I'm doing good, I'm feeling good, and ooh, funny what's underneath it is the devil. See, there's like an energy here of, oh, like ooh, they're hot, they're into me, but it's like, where's the love? Where's the kind of gentleness in this person? Ugh, it's almost like that's maybe a little toxic. This one too logical, too closed off, too, this, that, and the other thing. Like they're calculating me. Well, I'm not into that. And this one just feels, like money obsessed. Like they have the physical stuff, the material stuff, but like where's the love? And it's almost like an energy of no, I would rather stay in my zone and just wait for the right one to come along. As I do, I feel like it's not like there's necessarily maybe bad blood with these people. It's just more like they're not for me. They're not. They may not be balanced. The only thing that's missing again is the cups. It's like, where is the love? Where is the emotion? Or it can even be like maybe the emotional connection. Because I feel like these kings are, I don't know, like they seem to be more focused on themselves as opposed to another person. Maybe you've been dealing with people who are like that. Again, like they look good on the outside, but there's maybe nothing freely given or outwardly shown, or I feel like I'm not talking. I feel like I'm not, I don't know, getting something freely given, which would be for me more like, the emotion. It's more like, okay, it's too much of, like, well, what are you going to do for me? Like, I have my life. I'm doing this. Like, what? It just feels like it's an energy of, maybe to like simplify it. It's like the sexy one, the one with the money, and then the logical one. It's like, okay, but where's the love? Where's the loving one? Without cups, without love, I feel like there's no relationship. These people just feel like whoever you've been dealing with are more focused on themselves or their own wants and desires, and they're looking for someone to be a part of that. But it's more all about them, or like they're not emotionally connecting with you. They don't offer you an emotional connection. Now, this is funny. Oh my God, the Queen of Swords. I feel like your nose is kind of up to these people. It's like, again, they're nice, but no, not for me. See, what's funny now here's the Page of Cups. Kind of in the center of all these, which this shows me emotionally, they're not there. They're not present. I feel this is confirmation. If maybe you've been dating and feeling like people like have not been up to par to you, this is confirmation that they are not. It feels like emotionally they're not, I want to say, like, not vulnerable enough, or not prepared to be vulnerable, not trusting, and maybe overly, I don't want to go, because I do feel, just feels like they've got things that are, good about them, but the one thing that they need for a relationship, or the one thing that they need to really solidify a true connection, is not there. It's lacking, which almost like it makes the other things meaningless. Without love, you have nothing. Without vulnerability, you have nothing. Or emotional connection, friendship. This is more like, their business, sex, this, that, the other thing. It's not sustainable. And I feel like this is confirmation that, I feel like maybe anyone who you've let's say not, I don't want to say like ignore, because it doesn't necessarily feel like bad blood. It just feels like maybe you got a taste of them, you talk with them, or you've got to know them a little. It's just like, I'm not feeling anything. It feels like you're, I don't know, like I'm in a business arrangement, or like we're in a business meeting here. I think it's confirmation. No, I don't think. I know it. I feel it as confirmation. I think it's confirmation that those of you who've been maybe seeing, or being interested in multiple people, and if you haven't felt, it just feels like they're not the ones maybe for you. It's confirmation. Again, I feel too. Let them go. It's like, let them figure themselves out, because what's missing is the emotional part. Tower. So this is an energy of, I feel, these people feel like perspectives, okay? But the one thing that's missing is the emotion, the emotional side, the emotional connection. And I feel like that is something that they will have to bring themselves with the tower coming here. I feel it is like, not to force it. I do feel that they like you. And you may like them. I do feel, even though it's the Queen of Swords, I just feel this as like, like I'm not giving you the time to, because I don't feel like friendship. Some of these people may have, maybe one or two of them, or maybe all of them, I don't know, depending on your situation. One feels like, they may have just got out of a relationship. Maybe they broke up a little while ago and they're still not over that. Could be something like that. This feels like an energy of, I want the relationship, or I want it, that they're maybe not approaching you in the right way. I feel it as like these types of people in general, as a rule of thumb, it's almost like ignore them, but don't get too emotionally attached. Like if you tried to do something, or cultivate like a more emotional connection, and you felt resistance, let them figure it out. Don't chase them. Ooh, what card just went flying? Oh, it's the Eight of Pentacles, and it was funny. It fell on the ground, kind of reversed, kind of like this, sideways, reversed, upward. This is an energy of people who are in their shell too much. Reverse would be I feel the opposite. It's almost an energy of like, I'm not here to teach you how to be a friend. I'm not here to, it's almost like, I feel if you don't got it, then you need to figure it out. That's, I feel, the energy you maybe should be in. If they, because I feel like they do want the emotional connect, but they have to grow a pair and kind of come out of it. Grow up. Take a risk. I think by you kind of keeping your standards up, it may make them uncomfortable. Like, oh, maybe they don't like me. Maybe this and that. Or maybe it's you're coming off as too cold. Meaning them. I feel like don't give in to these. You can try a little bit, but if you see it, that it's, they're not up to par, keep it moving. Don't waste your time on them. Queen of Swords. I feel this is an energy of not getting involved with people who are, it's either still heartbroken, still, but it's more coming out like an energy, an aversion to becoming vulnerable. That is not healthy. Especially, it's funny, I shuffled and there's that king of this is an energy of maybe again the one who, is desperate for it. Funny, I shuffled and the same cards are coming out. Five of Pentacles. Knight of Wands. See, it's unstable. So if you feel like you have been, maybe around people, who are, I don't know, still angry, still hurting, that is their problem to figure out. You can be, helpful, you can be, kind and this and that. But I feel this as a message to kind of, I almost feel it as a confirmation. As don't give these people too much of the time of day. There's the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. All these kings are coming out again. Now there's the Queen of Pentacles. With the Knight. I know what I feel, and it's like you may have been feeling people are just not up to par. They may have this, they may have that, like, oh, God, it looks good on the outside, but oof, on the inside, they're a wreck. They're a mess. Wow. Seven of Pentacles, Page of Swords, and the Fool. I get an energy here of, though it may get frustrating sometimes, I feel like keep going, keep moving. Don't get discouraged. People are on their journeys, but the only way to figure out, who they are, where they're at on their path is to give them a chance. Talk, meet them, but be very cordial, very fun, very, kind of, I want to say like open, like take the risk. Be fun, be genuine, be interested, right? But figure out who they are. That's the only way. I also get an energy here of I know what I feel. It's like, God, here I am going on these dates, or just kind of like opening myself up to people. And it's like, for what? I'm getting nothing. Like I feel like they're all duds or they're all this and that. And you know what? Maybe it's true, but that's okay. I feel like, oh goodness, it's right on the tip of my tongue and I can't get it out. 'Tis reality. Make it okay. Don't let that discourage you. Call your friends, laugh about it. And then just keep it moving. There's the Hierophant. This is you. Like wanting marriage. I feel like this is high standards. This feels like marriage, or at least a long-term commitment. I feel this is more like commitment. Like, are you looking to commit or are you not? And it feels like, what I feel is this, though you may catch feelings for some, right? If they are not on the same page as you, I feel like this is something to get out of the way sooner rather than later. Of course, not on the first date, you're not going to say that. But, actually, maybe so. Like, hey, so what are you in the market for? Are you looking to date? Or are you looking to eventually marry? Like, what are your intents here? I actually am feeling that, actually. It's funny, I laughed about it, but it's more like, what are your goals? Where do you want to go? And it feels like ask the direct questions sooner rather than later so that you don't waste your time. Look for people who are on the same page as you. And if they're not, you can kind of tell them, what you're looking for, but don't try to force them. The way to do it would be like, okay, like let's say you have feelings for someone, and like you want, you're looking for marriage, but they're on the fence about it. Then if I were you, I would continue maintaining your standard, but don't waste your time with them. By you holding your ground and maybe like not interact, it may cause them to step up. Whether it does or it doesn't, that's not your problem. But I feel like this may be some advice for those of you, who are dating. Like, figure out who they are and what they want quick, like sooner rather than later. Eight of Pentacles. Emperor. Now, the Eight of Pentacles, again, now it's funny, it came out reversed. This feels like kind of when you meet someone for the first, you can tell, I feel your intuition will tell, or like you'll know, okay, this one's either open or closed. And I'm feeling like emotionally is where it matters the most. You don't want this. You want this. You want somebody who's kind of out of their shell, like not afraid to open up to someone after a little while. Again, not someone. Now, a big red flag maybe is like someone who spills all their guts to you right away. You want someone, though, who is open. Reciprocity. Here's Six of Pentacles. Now now this is funny. I felt this whole cluster is meaning to reverse. And I see why. It's interesting. The Knight of Wands reversed. Now, in the upright, this would be completely unstable. Could be like a sex addict, someone who's, looking for attention. I don't want to be alone, and that's why I'm getting into a relationship. That's unstable, because this is like an energy of someone who's, there for you when they want to be, and then they drop off because they have commitment issues. They're still not broken. They're still not maybe fully broken up or fully over an old relationship. Forget it. Now, this is for me like an energy of, in this case, how it's feeling is in the upright. Somebody who's pessimistic about relationships. Like someone maybe who is too single in a way. Who likes things their way, but they're not really, I don't know if it's, I feel like they get easily fed up with other people. Like when you get into a relationship, love is one thing, but a relationship is maintenance. A relationship is work. And you need someone who, is able to not get so fed up, but able to work with others. Also, I feel this as an energy, again, in the reverse. It's the opposite of that. It's somebody who works with others, will allow for or make space for another person's energy in their lives. Now, and this is the kicker, the Nine of Pentacles reversed. This is, again, an energy of, I don't want to be single. I want to be together. I want to be coupled. I want to be a couple. Again, independence is a nice thing, beautiful thing. But if it's too much of Nine of Pentacles energy, a relationship won't work. You want to be interdependent, not codependent. And I feel this is more like, figure this out right off the bat. And if they don't have this, drop them. Drop them. You'll be wasting your time. Wow. The Sun, the Wheel, and the Six of... Wow. The Six of... And the Four of Wands. See, this is like an energy of your choices in partners, in people, in men, in women. This is what's going to lead you, I feel, to the right soulmate for you, to the right person, to that one, to that soulmate. And, you know, it's like an energy of, you know, you may have feelings for someone, but if they don't have certain standards or just certain basics, it may hurt to let them go, but it would hurt you more to get involved with them. And I feel this is like, it's more rejecting those and knowing that it's probably not good for you to get involved with certain energies. You'll be wasting your time when you could be cultivating a relationship with someone who's ready. And I feel they're like emotionally is the most important thing here. If someone's not emotionally together, it's not going to work. It'll end up bad. It'll be toxic. It'll be. But what I am feeling is like, should you hold these standards, it feels like you kind of dating and doing your thing, but then I feel an energy of a soulmate approaching. In your case, in this particular reading, it feels like, for those that this is resonating with, do not hesitate to reject. Even if you have maybe feelings for someone and you like them, that doesn't cut it. You know, they may be a good person. You know, I mean, how many times have I heard that? You know, oh, but they're, you know, they are a good person. You know, they're not a horrible, okay, but are they relationship material? Now, let me see here energy of, like, where it looks like it's going. Because I feel... Okay, there's the Three of Wands. This is you, I feel, having suitors. You know, by you putting yourself... You know, many people who are interested in you. This feels like one person in particular who you may have on your mind. Whether you've met them or not. Okay, there's the Empress. All right. I'm getting an energy of actually somebody who maybe just... Okay, whether you've met them or not, I don't know. But this feels like an energy of someone who may have come out of a relationship maybe 3 weeks ago, 3 months ago, something like that. Like, it doesn't feel too long. But again, for some of you, it can, you know, but because, you know, some people, maybe they take a little while to heal. But then they, you know, put themselves out there. They may still be hurting, but they're, you know, considering it. And what it feels like is they're looking at you like you're... I don't feel feelings have been expressed. You may be friends with this person, like you may have met them shortly or like a little while ago. And it's clear that there's an attraction, but I feel strictly friends right now. And it feels like you are interested in them, but they are interested in you. And they may not have revealed this yet, because it does feel quite platonic right now. Okay, ooh, there's the King of Wands. Now, this is different energy from before. What this feels like is actually a man or a woman who is very hurt. And maybe they're interested in a relationship, but I do feel them as healing still right now. Feels like them, you know, maybe giving themselves the opportunity to love again, to open their heart again to another person. Wow. Okay, I'm getting an energy here of, you know, someone who looks at you like you're different than the rest. I feel like this may be somebody who got with people based off of, I don't know, like how they physically look, but too much. They may have... It feels like maybe this is someone who got into relationships or maybe for the wrong reasons. But it feels like there's this energy of like, wow, you actually want to be my friend. You know, or, you know, maybe you're not being like openly flirty, openly too much. It feels like it's more this reserved energy of, I don't know, like, can you be my friend? And they're kind of, it feels like it's new to them, but they are attracted to you. But I feel like they know maybe that it wouldn't fly if they approached you so directly. It's almost like, I don't even know you. No, I'm not going there. Talk to me first. But you may have said that in so many words, maybe without saying it, or maybe you just kind of said it as friends, like maybe you're talking about things and it's just like, "Ooh, that's not for me, and they may know that. But I see them having deep kind of, like they're curious about you, but I see here them breaking the ice with you, and maybe like a friendship, a relationship starting to deepen. This is an offer. Now here's the King of Pentacles. So this is, I feel here, how they may view you. Okay, you may view them this way as well. They may be, financially successful, attractive, good looking to you. Okay, because we all know, again, that's all very subjective. Again, what's attractive to this one, that one, the very different things, right? And I feel to them, you are very attractive. But I also, what it feels like is you're more attractive because, I don't know, the way you view the world, the way you interact, the way you carry yourself. There's a kind of grace to you. This is how they view it. And see, there's this energy here of them knowing that you're not interested in frivolous bullshit. You'll tell them to go pound salt. And I think they a little intimidated by that, but they more like it. I think you kind of challenge them to look at themselves and maybe like how they've lived their life up to this point. There's the devil. See, I feel them as maybe like in the tower, like maybe having had looked for all the wrong things in a relationship before. And then with you, it's a little different. You're coming off like, though you may have feelings for them, you're not going to do the BS. It's like, be my friend first. Wow. Now here's the king that is yet to come out. And here he is. King of Cups. I get an energy here of you guys kind of deepening a relationship. It feels like kind of a friendship honestly forming. And then this feels like a fall in love very, like, organically, very, like, oh my God. Like maybe they didn't see you as that but it's almost like you coming out as the answer to their prayers. And I just saw 3344. Feels like as they get to know you, they start to fall in love. They start to love you, though, more as a person. Wow. There's the Ace of Cups and the Nine of Cups. Okay, see, there's an energy of, like, you maintaining certain standards, and just, I feel the way you talk with them, the way you kind of be their friend, and they start to fall in love with you. It feels very based in friendship. They start to feel safe around you. I almost get an energy here of the more, like, it's funny though, the closer you, like, friends you become, it almost becomes like it's gonna reach that point maybe where both of you kind of know you have feelings, or one of you know you do, and like is ready to say something. Let me see here. Please, dear angels, dear God, dear universe. I just saw 3535. The month of May, like 5-3, the something like that. The month of May may be important here for some reason. I'm also getting like maybe 35, or like some kind of permutation of the 3 and the 5 date. It's something like in May though, I feel. Maybe important here. Maybe that's when you'll meet them. Maybe that's when the relationship will start to deepen. Curious though of, okay, now here's the Devil and Temperance. Now this feels like the sexual side of things. But next to Temperance, it's almost like an energy of, it's okay. Feels like when the time is right, you're gonna know. I feel an energy of like, keep your standards high. I feel here like an energy of don't, like maybe if you're not in a relationship with this person, like unless it's like, but don't go there. Maybe you can do, like certain things, certain foot, that's okay, but don't go the full. Let me get some energy on that, like how this will unfold, like maybe how is this going to, where do you see this unfold? Do you guide? Who's gonna say it, maybe, like who's gonna confess it, or how should that, let them say it. That's how I'm gonna do it. Let them or you. We'll see how this comes out. I know what I'm kind of going for here. Okay, 2 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, 3 of Cups. Okay, the top and the bottom are the 10 of Wands and the 4 of Cups. I get an energy of maybe somebody silent, like dropping hints, or like saying certain things, like, I really like you. There's this energy of, it's almost very innocent, and it feels, this can be you or them. And it feels like maybe when those words are said, because it doesn't feel like something blunt. Honestly, now this also feels like, again, if it's someone who's just out of a relationship, maybe when you start to feel it, you're gonna know. I feel this is kind of happening very gently, and what it feels like is when it's said, they may kind of close off a little bit, or somebody may kind of just like, let me think about it. I don't know if I want like a full-blown relationship just yet. Wow. Oh, oh, see, it looks like an energy, of like a let me think about it, but then a kind of an aha moment. And then there's the Knight of Cups and the Chariot and Two of Cups. You see, it's like an energy of let me think about it. Like it makes them, uncomfortable in a way because I think getting into a new relationship, again, especially for people who care, who are coming from the right place, the emotional place, it takes a little while to do the right thing or to feel like you can love somebody again. And this person feels like they're that type. And I see them kind of looking at you like, wow, you were so respectful. It took a lot of courage to say that, but you approached it. If you're going to do it, it's like approach it in a gentle way, not pushy, just like kind of putting it out there. But I see more because there's a friendship. It's like, yeah, like you always care about me. You always did. Wow, there's the Star and the Eight of... See, and the Emperor. I see this as like someone figuring out, wow, and a Queen of Cups. I see this as like somebody recognizing that you are the one for them. So that's what I feel. Funny, I cut the deck. There's the Lovers. This feels like a kind of slow but very organic relationship forming. And it does feel like a friend situation turning into a romantic one. But one based in love and friendship. Let me see if I can get any characteristics maybe of this person. Something like a sign that you'll know when they're around. Okay, High Priestess. You may connect over spirituality. Somebody may be coming off as like maybe a master or like a guru in certain things. Like, wow, you really know how to handle life, or you really have some experience. Somebody, I'm also getting black hair. Seeing like a man or a boy, like a guy with short black hair. I'm also hearing the color auburn. I'm also seeing a lady or like a woman with, okay, two things. I saw like kind of curly, short curly blonde, and also this shape. Like, and it looks darker. That may be confirmation for somebody who needs it. I also just heard the name Alice or Alicia. Alice, something like that. I also just heard the name Morrigan, something like that. Morrigan. Could be even like relating to that lore or something. Let me see anything else. Oh, yeah. No, there's a big energy here of like you, either you or them, it's one or the other, knowing something. Feels like someone's looking up to the other person for like how much like experience they have, and it feels like spiritually, but it can be really anything. It just feels like that, like King of Pentacles again. Someone's looking up to you, may have you, or you have that maybe like a little bit on a pedestal, but it feels like in the good way. Just feels like, wow, you're so kind of emotionally got it together, like you no matter what, you're good. And it's almost like, how do you do that? And Aries may be relevant here too. Or a fire sign. Leo. Sag. Or they may just have those tendencies. It also feels like, I swear, it feels like someone who's, maybe done the playing around, done the fun, and it's like they saw where it got them and now they're ready to try a different way, settle it down, go for other things, go for the stuff that is like long term, not frivolous love. I see you or them helping one. It's somebody helping the other one spiritually. There may be spiritual discussions, or even just, discussions about things that, again, it feels like one person may be viewed as kind of a guru on certain things. I feel it as spiritual, but it could be anything. It could be a hobby, it could be like, let's say you're both musicians and I don't know, like one is very good at it and you're still learning, or you're not as skilled as that, something like that. Could be anything like that. But it feels like a shared interest. It's connecting over something like that, and it's attractive. Also, there's an energy here of someone being kind of bluntly honest. Maybe like, not dressing to impress all the time, or just like, you give what you get. Somebody may have that attitude or that, and it's quite attractive. It's almost like, you don't like what you see, then don't look. It's like someone who's no bullshit, and someone is into that. If it hasn't opened up emotionally yet, it feels like it will. Maybe like towards the month of May or something. Because I see it's like an energy of the friendship or whatever, the relationship kind of deepening. Okay? So, I hope this message resonated. Funny, the lovers, you see? Now, I feel this is like in due time. That I feel like it's on the way. Okay? Just follow that advice in the beginning, okay? Don't waste your time on certain people. Let them figure it out if they're not there. That's what's going to, in a way, get you the person that's right for you. Let me just get a final card. Okay, the octopus. Love this card. And the cosmic egg. What is this that's sticking out here? Oh, the wolf. Now, this is funny. There's another card that's... Oh, the shark. Okay, this is an energy, again, I feel it is, someone who does... This feels like that person. And I feel like they do have feelings for you. There's a budding relationship. This shark feels more like an energy of what they've dealt with. I also feel like, again, it's someone who may get a lot of attention, but they're not really interested in it right now. It's like this just makes me feel like it's kind of going around this wolf. Somebody's got their eye on you, but they're being quiet, waiting to pounce at the right moment. And this octopus, this actually makes me feel like two things. This feels like someone maybe who they were dealing with in the past, which they may still be getting over, that I felt like they didn't really have any boundaries. They may have verbally assaulted them, verbally abused them. You know, it's like an energy of someone who I feel like that just pushed the boundaries with too many things. Now, also, I feel this as them, how maybe how they're looking at you. Not in that sense. It's more, it's a different, them looking at you. I feel the energy changing now, the octopus, as more of somebody wise. Able to figure a way what I'm saying, it's almost like able to do things in a better way, in a different way, in a better way, in a wise way. Almost like no matter what's thrown at you, you'll find some way to either overcome it or triumph or just deal with. I'm also getting an energy here of having your hands in many different things, and they like that. It's like you know a little bit about this, a lot about that, a lot about this, a lot about that. But it's almost like your wisdom allows you to see through a lot of things, including them and yourself. You know, and it's a really, I feel like you got their attention. There's the cosmic egg. This seems to be like how they're looking at you. Cosmic egg for me, this is like an energy of see, what's under it is the peacock. It's like, don't come at me with that crap. They know you're loving, but they also know that you're not one for BS. And again, if there's like an ex that they're still dealing with, or like dealing with the fallout of, they have to figure that out. See, there's the crow. They have to put it to rest. That's where I feel maybe your friendship will come in handy. Funny, the crow and the cobra. There's kind of like the poison of it, but then there's the bumblebee. See, and I keep again, the bumblebee is for timing. It's feeling like May, June, you know, like May, something after May, you know, like when the bees start to come out and pollinate things, right? That may be when the relationship starts to bud. Stingray. Also getting, this may something about the beach. They may like the beach. Right? So I hope this resonates with you. Let me just get a final. Well, they just fell out. Oh, wow. That just fell right off the top of the deck. Soulmate, and stay optimistic about your love life. That's clear as day. Get a message from Archangel Michael. That one wants to come out. Ooh, new beginnings and a fresh start, see? And also pay attention to your dreams. You may start to, when things start to kick in, you may start to dream of one another. Pay attention to the dreams, okay? And look, this situation is already resolved. I feel this as more, you know, like when it's the people that, you know, you're thinking of, but if maybe they don't have, you know, again, like that emotional part to them, you know, the giving part, the vulnerable part, the, you know, being in an actual relationship, loving relationship part, it's already resolved. It's done. You know what I mean? Be at peace with them. All right? See an animal again to embody the dragonfly. Dragonflies are able to dart in many different directions. Okay? And I see this as you. This is an energy of transformation, air element, but I also feel this as I'm seeing more the way they fly. It's like an energy of test this one out, test that one. It's an energy though of don't stay stuck to one person. Oh, because they may be a good person or this and that. Okay, they could be a good person, but are they relationship material? And I just saw 555. That's what's going to lead you to the right one. Maintain the standard. Stay above certain things. All right? So, all my love to you. And again, if you're interested in a private reading, you can email me down below. That information is in the description box. I do offer live one-on-one readings and also pre-recorded readings. And I'm sending you all much love. Bye-bye now.